All right, welcome to tonight's call, everyone. It is October 16th, and let's see, we are starting tomorrow, is it 9 of the, 9, week 9 of the 90-day game plan. So we are coming into the last few weeks here. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about again is mindset. Now, I talk about mindset a lot, and I will always talk about mindset because it's super, super important. And I'm going to interview Lisa actually tomorrow, Lisa M. It's so funny to have 3 of you on the phone. It's hysterical. And I'm going to ask her questions about her mindset and what she had to do to achieve, you guys give it up for Lisa, millionaire status. Woo! Seriously.
Yay.
I mean, honestly, there are some really great honors in Isagenix. Like what Erica Fedorov just did, earning President's Quest, that's one of the absolute top things you can earn. Millionaire status is one of the top things you can earn. And what I love about it is it's not that she sold $1 million. Imagine how much you sold, Lisa.
I know, actually more than that.
Oh my gosh. Right. Imagine the amount of products, the millions of dollars our team has sold in order to make that kind of income. So absolutely crazy. And, you know, Lisa will share with you tomorrow that it's not like she came out of the womb with any special gift that none of you have. If Lisa can do this, if I can do this, if Erica can do the President's Quest, every single one of you guys can. So it's not like you have to have this magic potion or something to be able to achieve great things like that. But you do need a really good, positive mindset. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So today, I ran the Columbus Marathon.
Yay.
I think I figured out this was my 8th or 9th. It was my 8th or 9th marathon. And I thought one of the hardest things I did was last year I did a trail marathon, and it took me 2 hours longer than a normal marathon takes me because you're in the woods and you're, single lane going up hills over rocks, and it's treacherous. So you have to be very, very careful. But today I had a hot marathon, and I don't do well in the heat at all. Like I'd rather run in the freezing cold. Lisa and I did one in the freezing cold in Orlando many years ago. I would rather run in the freezing cold than the heat. And so my first half, man, did I feel great. Okay, so before I tell you the story, what I'd like you to do, everybody take out a slip of paper. And what I want you to do, and can just be a scrap. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. What I want you to do is write your 90-day game plan goal on the piece of paper. Okay, so where's my paper? I've got all of your goals are on my board. I keep track of them for you as well. So I've got your goals, and what I want you to do is write your goal. And then anywhere on the same side of the sheet, I want you to write, have you hit any obstacles? Has anything gotten in the way of you hitting your goal? Anything like just kind of stopping you in your tracks. Write that down. And it might be multiple things. It might just not be one thing. I'm going to give you a second to write that down. While I hydrate before I tell you my story. And I know I've got a few of you that are runners on the phone, so I know you guys will relate, but you don't need to be a runner to relate to this if you're not. All right. So, and if you still have to write, you keep writing. What I want to share with you is some of the obstacles that I hit today. So this marathon is actually, we used it kind of as a training run for a trail. We're doing the same trail marathon that we did last year in 3 weeks. So we kind of looked at today like we were going to have to do 26 miles anyway. Let's get a medal for it. So let's sign up for a marathon and actually get a medal for it. So that was our attitude. So I wasn't going for a PR, nothing like that at all. But I was feeling really good. I'm very well trained. My nutrition's been spot on. I did my NOx loading. I mean, I did really well with all of that. And this morning I felt really good. In the first half, we were running fast. Like, honestly, if I would have stayed on track, I probably would have PR'd today. And mile 13 hit, and my son showed up with my nephew on the Ohio State campus to say hello, took a picture with him, and then it was like my legs fell off. And literally, it wasn't my legs because my legs were strong, but I hit obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. I've been dealing with some plantar fasciitis. I did everything I could to deal with that because I knew that was an obstacle I was facing. So I went to the expo. They put the KT tape on it. I think that's what it's called, KT tape on it. I did everything I could because I knew that could be an issue for me. I had some toe issues. Sorry, Lisa. I had toe issues in one of my marathons, and so I bought bigger shoes. I wore compression socks. I did everything I had control over to get me through the hump with the obstacles that I knew I had, okay? But there were obstacles I wasn't prepared for today. And this is what happens when you guys are working on a 90-day game plan. You can plan, you can prepare, you can know, like we ask you when you fill out your books in the beginning, what obstacles might occur. And for a lot of us, it's just the distractions of life, you know, the family, because our family's a priority in our life. And so sometimes we have distractions around our family. Sometimes it's another job, you know, whatever that may be. We know that we might have distractions. So there's things that you can do to help with those distractions. But then you have distractions come or obstacles come that you have absolutely no idea they're coming, and they hit you and it's like, oh crap, what do I do? Do you let it take you out of the game, or do you figure out how you're going to get around it? So today I had my Fuel Belt on and I had Hydrate in it, and I usually drink 2 things full of Hydrate and then I just switch to water, and that's what I do. I had my fuel. I mean, I did it all. I had everything. I was prepared for this. I was not prepared for 80-degree running weather. 26 miles and 80 degrees is very, very difficult. So I started to overheat. So my girlfriend's like, okay, just pour water on your head, pour water on your head. So every aid station, I'd pour water on my head to cool down, but my head was so hot, I wished I would have had a mirror. It was probably, my face probably looked as orange red as my shirt does. Then I got thirsty. I was so thirsty. I drank and drank, and I kept refilling up my waters and refilling and drinking because I knew dehydration was you know, definitely an obstacle. And so I did everything I could around that. But what I want, the message I really want to get through to you guys is that never did it enter my mind that I would quit. Never. If I would have had to walk the last 6 miles, I finally at mile 20, I told my girlfriend to go. We always run together. We start together. We finish together. If one of us struggles, we help each other. But I had slowed her down for a couple miles, and I knew what was coming, and I did not want to do that to her. So I told her to go. So I'm by myself talking to myself. Okay, what am I going to do here? You know, how am I going to get through this? I'm not quitting. That's not an option. I am getting this medal. If it kills me, I wouldn't be that stupid. But if I have to crawl across the finish line, I'm getting the medal. Quitting is not an option. So that's what I want you to be thinking about with your 90-day game plan goal. Is quitting an option for you? What I want you to do is flip that piece of paper over, and I want you to put that goal in a circle, like a bullseye. Make a bigger circle around it. So put that 90-day game plan goal in a circle, and I want it to look like a bullseye. And I want you to just set your mind on, I am not going to quit, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to overcome any obstacles that get in my way so I can achieve this goal. And so all I had control over today was my mind, so I kept talking to myself. I did it mainly in my head, but sometimes I think words came out because I did get some funny looks. And I just said, hey, this isn't your first rodeo. You've done it before. You know what it takes. You've got what it takes. You're prepared for this. You know how you can do it. You can do it. And then I'd see things like a guy with no legs in a wheelchair next to me. And then I got weepy and thought, oh, don't you feel sorry for yourself? If this guy with no legs and wheelchair can do this, you can do this. And I just motivated myself some more. 1 mile at a time, 1 mile at a time. People were dropping. I mean, I saw so many paramedics today. It was awful. People were throwing up and dehydrated. It was really awful to see. And so every time I passed someone, I just said a little prayer to a little prayer, hoping that they'd be okay, and knowing that they'd be okay. And then I would, use it to inspire me. Okay, you finished for them. I ran for my father-in-law who can't run and used to love to run. I ran for my mother who's in the nursing home now. I ran for all the children that they had markers every mile for 26 miles. It was a child in need. I did everything I could in my control to not think about quitting, so I didn't let my mind go there. I focused on finishing and getting the medal. And why did I want this? Why was I doing this? Because I'm a quitter. I don't quit. If I physically had to, because I was dehydrated, of course I would. I'm not stupid, but I just kept drinking and pouring water and drinking and pouring water until I finished. And I thought about this on the ride home, and I thought this is such a great analogy for us working our business, working on the 90-day game plan, because so often we know what that goal is. We know what our desired result is, but we have obstacle hit us, and then we pick ourselves back up, and then another obstacle hits us, and we pick ourselves back up, and we get discouraged. And it's happened to me too. So I'm not just saying this to you guys. It's happened to me too. And just as I had to talk myself into finishing today, I've had to do that with the 90-day game plan. And I have had a couple 90-day game plans that I did not achieve my goal until after the 90 days was over. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to focus on your 90-day game plan. Act as if it's a center of an arrow, and you're going to nail it with your arrow, and you're going to hit that goal, because there is no option of quitting. No option. And my mentality around this is, should you not reach it in 90 days, what's the worst thing that can happen? You're a little closer to your goal, maybe, because you did 90 days and you worked hard at it. Mm-hmm. Is that the worst thing that can happen? You're closer to your goal. You didn't hit it, but you're closer. Is that bad? No. All right. Any questions? You guys like that analogy? Did it help? Any questions?
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
It made me thirsty talking that long. All right. Is anyone having an obstacle that you need help with?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's hitting their goals? Woohoo!
I don't know about that.
Are you not having obstacles though? Things are moving along. It's going smoothly. You're making progress, getting closer.
Okay, I've been struggling with having the full-time job.
With a full-time job? Yeah,
with the full-time job, and then of course coming home and then finding out there's that obstacle of the family, because I have a daughter who's bipolar and is the mother of my 2 grandkids. So I struggle on help with that. And so been working on following up, and I've changed my mindset to it's all about them, not about what I want. But then I'm getting a lot more preferred customers than I am anybody wanting to be an associate right now. So, but it's helping me cycle more right now. So that's kind of where I'm at, but then it's still not getting me where I'm going. And so then I get frustrated. Then I step back. I've worked with people. They've signed up with other people down, and so it's been a challenge.
Yeah. Anybody that works full time have any words of wisdom for Christine?
Hi, Terry. I work 40 to 60 hours a week, and I just pencil it in, like you could do it in little increments. And I'm sorry, Christine, about your daughter. I also have a stepdaughter who's bipolar, so I know what that's like, and that takes a lot of time out of your life sometimes. But you could there's always a little time. There's a little downtime in every single day. So I always end up getting it at least an hour in. And some days I could get 2 or 3 hours. But even if you do it like doing the power hour in 15-minute blocks, it really, really helps if you have to do in 10-minute blocks or 5 minutes. And it's nice kind of to step away from other things too then, and just, focus on your business and yourself. And like, I haven't had any enrollments in probably a month, but I'm not letting it get me down. I'm still doing things. I'm still making progress, and I know it's all going to happen. I would like it to happen faster, of course, but I know I'm growing. There's always something new coming up, and people aren't ready to sign up. They're not ready to sign up. You can't get frustrated. It will happen. Try to put yourself out there, make some new friends. Yeah, use that power hour, especially like making friends of your friends, because they're more likely to friend you because they say, oh, she's friends with my girlfriend or whatever. Okay. And I've been getting some interest that way. I got invited to do a health and wellness. It's like almost like a October festival thing, but it's just for fitness and wellness. And that was from somebody I don't know at all. It was one of my friends' friends.
That's great.
So things will happen. Don't get frustrated. Just every day's a new day. If you can't put as much effort in one day, you put it a little bit more in the next, or the day that you're off, get up a little early, go to bed after, everybody else is sleeping. So you have a few minutes, because you could do things, late at night too.
Yeah, the Facebook stuff you can. And, I think the power hour is really great for all of us, but boy, especially if you're dealing with a full-time job and having to squeeze in a little bit of time, you need to make that time precious. That you have to be really getting in all those things in the little bit of time that you have. So should we all be following it? Absolutely. But for those of you that are struggling with a full-time job, I know we have a couple people that have more than one job, and it's like, okay, and you've got your job and you've got your family and all your responsibilities. You will be less overwhelmed if you follow the power hour, check things off as you do them. And like Sherry said, and sometimes like Sherry will work very long shifts. So she'll have to skip a day or two, and then she'll get it all in. She'll do double and triple the work on the weekends or on her days off to make up for it. But as long as it's getting in that week, that time frame of the week around your schedule, then you're still going to be making progress. So awesome. Thanks for sharing, Sherry.
Thanks, Sherry.
Welcome.
Anybody else? Questions, challenges, or how about any great ideas you want to share?
I'll go. I have some people that I've signed up, but like nobody wants to share. Nobody wants to do the business. And all I need is one more consultant to get to manager. So it's just trying to get those people to convert. I've got 2 people that have kind of started recently that might, but I'm having a hard time with getting people to convert.
Okay, so this is my kind of thought process on that. It takes, the average person, it takes 10 conversations to find one person that wants to sign up as an associate. Okay, Get started. Then it takes the average person about 10 enrollments to find the one that wants to do this. And even if it's not as a business, just get referral rewards. So it just means you got to enroll more people, talk to more people, enroll more people. You'll find the ones that want it. Just keep planting the seeds. I can't tell you how many times I have planted the seed with someone right away in the beginning, and they didn't get it. They weren't interested. But then a couple years later, they're still following along. They're still doing their thing. And then they finally get it. And so it's always, I don't really get hung up on 1 or 2 people that I think could be great at it or would be great at it. I'm always looking for more people. And I talk to everybody the same way. Everyone gets the information, and it's just finding the few that really want it, that it will happen. But it does require patience, and it does require a lot of conversations. Anyone else have anything to add about that? Because, I don't think creating consultants is very hard if you're enrolling enough people that you have enough people to talk to about it. In the beginning, I was enrolling at least 10 people every single month. So I was getting a consultant pretty easily because I was enrolling at such a high level. My enrolling has slowed down now, but what I'm finding is I have so many more skills now that I could enroll 10 people, and instead of just one becoming a consultant, I might get 6 now because I've gotten better at it. So that happens too. The more skills you have, the easier it is to maybe do the convert. And also inviting those people to things. I always tell people if they're on the program, I'll just say to them, listen, we have a page called ISA for Wealth. If you're at all interested in getting referral rewards, I'd love to add you to this group so you could learn a little bit more about how the referral reward program works.
And then just to add on too, when
don't get focused on like, you need to get one more, you need to get that promotion. I know you're trying to make it about them, obviously, and it should be about them, but those next consultants on your team, that you're trying to get to, promote to consultant and whatnot, they may not be on your team yet. You may not have met them yet. So I know that the people that I thought would be my first leaders on my team weren't. And, they came from people I hadn't even enrolled yet. They were enrolled, in the next week or the next couple weeks. So don't always think, thinking of the people that you're working with right now, your pirates or whatnot, that are going to be your next leaders. They, like Cindy said, they just may not be ready yet. And it could be the ones that you meet next week that could be your consultants right away.
Yes.
So, just keep working, getting your name out there, adding, going, like I was actually just talking with the leader on my team this week, and she just realized that she keeps going back to her same list of people. Like, she's not adding any new people to her list, and she keeps going to those same people all the time. And we kind of, talk that out, and she now realizes she needs to get out there in front of more people, have more conversation. It's really about a numbers game and having those conversations. And don't always think it's the people that are currently, yes, they may eventually come around, but it may be someone you haven't even met yet that will be your next leader. So,
Okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing on the Power Hour. It really forces us to add new people to our list every day, add new Facebook friends. And those are little things that don't take a whole lot of time, but they're priceless, because if we are not adding to our list, I still have people on my list that I contacted 4 years ago, but they're still not, every once in a while someone will budge, but most of them don't respond to me. So, I can't, if I didn't get new people to follow me on Facebook and new friends, then I would have a hard time enrolling anyone. So yeah, that's a really great point. And again, it's on the Power Hour to do that. Yeah, Susan.
One of the things that I really like to say to people is, especially if you're new or you're not really branded on Facebook, or you don't have a ton of friends or a huge following, Facebook has worked well for a lot of us that have really been at it for a while. But I know in the beginning, when I became an executive in a couple of months, I did that on the phone. So I called everybody. I was not on Facebook. I had Facebook, but I didn't really use it. I didn't really get it. And I was just coaching with someone the other day who was frustrated. And, if I go to this person's page, I wouldn't know what she's doing. I honestly wouldn't. And, you've got to be consistent. You can't be throwing up all over people and just make it all about Isagenix, because then you annoy people and they don't want to come to your page or follow you or whatever. I've actually had people tell me that, certain people annoy them. And I'm not talking about anybody here, but certain people annoy them. So they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't even see her stuff anymore because I don't follow her because she annoys me, because this is all she talks about. So Facebook it's a great tool. But for me, I wouldn't, you can't sit there and expect to get to, at any level just doing that. You've got to get out there. You've got to meet people. It's kind of like, you wouldn't, I don't know, things get misconstrued in a text. You can't hear the inflection in someone's voice. Some things are just better with a phone call. And so I just think anybody that's in the beginning, if you're not an executive right now, or you're building back to executive, you've got to be on the phone. You've got to be meeting people. You've got to be doing lunch parties. You've got to be face-to-face. That's just the way I feel. Facebook is great, but I call it fishing. There's a lot of fishing on there. And if you're not using the Power Hour, you really should be, because there's a lot of intentional things in the Power Hour that you should be doing. You should be interacting with other people. And this is the thing, it's about building relationships. And, um, here's a great example. I mean, I just do what I do. And I had someone contact me the other day, and she's a well-known radio personality, and she wants me on a radio show. And she said, I've been following you on Facebook for over a year. And I was like, wow, but it really shows that, it takes a long time. She didn't just see me on Facebook for a day and just say, oh, you're so cool. She was kind of watching to see. And, a lot of people resist change. So they want to make sure that when they're dealing with you, they want to know that you're in it for the long haul. And so I don't know. I just feel like Facebook is great, but you just can't get on there one day and say, oh, I just had my first shake and now and you know what? You can do that a little bit in the beginning. When you have results to show before and after, your friends that haven't seen you, that know you, they're going to contact you, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's not hard, but it's consistent. You have to do it all the time. I always do Transformation Tuesday, always. I don't like to hootsuite a lot of stuff because I like to say what I'm feeling, what comes from my heart. But when I was in Italy, I hootsuited Transformation Tuesdays because I can't tell you how many people I have enrolled from that. And if you look at my page, I'm not all Isagenix, but Transformation Tuesday, you throw that on there, and then they kind of see what kind of person you are, and they're following you and all that. So,
yep.
I mean, I could go on and on, but I just really want to encourage people that, this is a really great tool, and we don't use it often enough.
Yeah.
In the
And you'll
beginning.
hear all the big leaders, you'll hear them all say they built their business on Facebook, but they had to pick up the phone to do the actual enrollment. They pick up the phone to do the coaching. They pick up the phone to share you +2, them +2. So their new people know how to get their products paid for. And, if I've learned one thing in, my 4 years with Isagenix, if you get people to the manager level where their whole family can have whatever products they want, and you don't have to hide Isa Delights from kids and hide the bars and ration them. If you can get your family's products for free, or your people's family's products for free, they stay. They stay, and then they want to do more. So a lot of people get people to the first level, that consultant level, and they stop. That is not a time to stop. I then will say, okay, so now you have till this date to get to manager. You +2, them +2. And I'm always there to explain the next step, the next step, because my goal is that no one has to buy their own products, that they're free groceries. The only money they spend at the grocery store is on fresh fruit, fresh produce, and whatever protein they want to cook up. That their groceries with us are free. And if you're able to successfully do that between, you +2, them +2, referral rewards, and all of that, and of course, always using the IsaBody Challenge, then people not only stay, but they'll want to continue to do this. So that is a huge thing to just keep going. But yeah, the phone is definitely got to be a big key to it. And I'll have a lot of people that don't like picking up the phone. That's the thing that they put off, they procrastinate on. And it's really not that bad. People do love to hear from you. And when I pick up the phone and call someone, it's not like, oh gosh, is it you again? It's, oh, hey, Cindy, thanks for taking time out to call me. Like, people are happy to hear from me. So why wouldn't they be happy to hear from all of you? They feel special because you're taking time out of your day to call them. So absolutely pick up that phone. Awesome. Anything else before we go? We could probably take one more question. Any comments? Okay, we all know the shake is coming out on Tuesday. Everybody ready for that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah? All right, so I know we've got lots of people hoping to rank advanced cycle-wise, like 1-star, 2-star. We've got people going for that this week. And the shakes will definitely help with that. And that's a great time for you and a great excuse for you to go back to anyone who's ever expressed interest and let them know, hey, not sure if you're still considering Isagenix, but just wanted to let you know we've got a great new seasonal shake coming out. Give them the information. Who knows? They might want to sign up and get started. And, just so you guys know, obviously in the kit, they cannot order the seasonal shake. you have to add that on. So you can get a custom 30-day and add it on that way, or just do an add-on shake. If someone's local, I will swap out a shake for them. If they have a shake that I like, I will order them a chocolate mint and swap them out. I don't do that obviously for long distance people, but
You just said it.
You just said it.
You just said the shake name.
Well, it's been all over Facebook.
Oh, yeah, I know, but this wasn't saying it for real, yeah.
yeah, I really didn't mean to. Oopsie. You know what I thought? I said tastefully simple. That's what I thought you were teasing. Because I still call.
No,
Tastefully
yeah,
Simple.
you're so good to me about not letting things slide.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, it's pretty much all over. It was all over Facebook 2 weeks ago. It's ridiculous. This
I
one,
know. How do people find out so quick?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, we're not supposed to put it on our walls or any of that stuff. So sorry, hush is the word. Don't put it out. But certainly be ready to go. You know, have your post ready for Tuesday morning. Have your list of people you're going to contact this week about that shake. Sales go up huge during a promotion like this. So take advantage of it. Use it to, you know, help you guys reach your goals.
Do we know approximately what time of the day they'll be available?
It's
I know
usually not
I think
till
it's always different.
Last time with the what did we just have that came out? Pumpkin?
yeah.
It was like available seriously like 8 o'clock in the morning or
Yeah,
something. It was like really early. Whereas in the past it wasn't until like late morning, but I
Right.
saw someone say, "Oh, I ordered my shake," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's not even 9 o'clock." So I wouldn't be surprised if it was, you know, early again. So
Probably because I remember I was out running thinking it wouldn't even be on, you know, till I got back and showered, and then I got on my phone and people were already ordering it. I was like, whoa. So yeah, and you know, using that sense of urgency that, you know, we don't know how many days we'll have it. So I get on it. I'm telling you, I let people know as soon as it is out officially. I am on the phone that whole day. Like, I don't just chit chat with girlfriends on Tuesday. I will be on the phone marketing and promoting that shake all day long.
And, you know, I'd like to share, my coaching group is tomorrow night, but we have, I put out a script and I'll read it to you. And so like I said, you don't want to just put it on Facebook that you're doing this. You know, you want to, and wait for people to contact you. You want to send messages. So this is kind of a generic message for everyone. And of course, obviously you can't do it yet. Our company just announced a new limited time only shake flavor, chocolate mint. Whether you're a faithful fan, a brand new customer, or you haven't ordered in a while and you're curious to try our fabulous new flavor, don't miss out on Chocolate Mint Mania. Rock your world and treat your taste buds to a refreshing blast of excitement with mint, M-I-N-T. Order right away in your back office or message me ASAP to get your order in. Limit, and I'm going to put limit however many per customer. Being healthy never tasted so good, available while supplies last. So our group is just going to kind of private message, you know, everybody, and that sort of is for everyone, you know, and you can tweak it a little if you want to send it to somebody that isn't even on, you know, your team. Get them excited too. You know, sometimes that's all it takes.
You know, and I kind of agree with that approach. My call with my 90-day group is on Tuesday, and it seems like, and I don't know if this has kind of been out there as well, but, or if I shouldn't be saying it, but I know it was said somewhere, but we could possibly be having seasonal shakes every month. And that being the case, and I know a couple concerns came up in my 90-day game group about, with all this free shipping, free enrollment, people are coming across as, and again, no one here, but too salesy on our pages. So I totally agree. And we all kind of came up with that idea too, as well, basically private messaging our team members and whatnot, versus I don't want to look salesy on my page. So I'm not going to be, order a new shake now, contact, you know, I don't want it to be about that. And right, we should be messaging all those people. I have a newsletter ready to go out to my team as well, the product users and everybody currently using, letting them know about the new shake once it's announced. We usually will get the email on a Monday, or the leaders will on Monday, letting us know for the Tuesday sale. So I'm most likely will be sending my newsletter out on Monday to my team once I know they've officially said it's coming out on Tuesday, just to give them a heads up. But right, I'm not going to be, I may throw hints and whatnot on my page because honestly, this is the shake I've been waiting for 4 years. I'm very excited. So good luck, you guys, trying to get it, because I have nothing scheduled Tuesday morning on my planner. So
limit.
But
5.
anyway, so I am very excited about this one, but I was going somewhere with that. So I'm going to be like doing teaser posts on there, but not going to be, because if this is going to be happening every month, you don't want to, my old company, some of you were with, it was more about selling stuff and whatnot. Well, I don't want our pages to become like that, salesy. So, and it's becoming that. I hate to say it, but it is becoming that with some people on our team, because a lot of them aren't, educated enough about Facebook and what to do and what not to do. And so it is hard, but just kind of throwing that out there.
Yeah.
So.
Create curiosity with your posts, but message everybody.
Right.
Whatever I do for a message, I just copy paste it. I change their name so it's a little personal. Hey, Lisa, hey, Susan.
Yeah, never copy paste with a name on there. Copy paste the thing and then add a name.
Yes,
Right.
yes, because I've done that too.
Right.
And those are the same things. Like if you have texting relationships with some people, I'll copy paste it through a text message. So I kind of think about each person. I only communicate with Dina via text. I'm not going to Facebook message her. I'm going to send her a text message, where Dana and I Facebook message. So I'll send it to her that way. And then I'll pick up the phone and call people too. So the last time I had 2 people who were done ordering. Their accounts were terminated. They were all done, but they wanted the pumpkin shake. So they ordered pumpkin shake and they loved it. And they're like, oh my gosh, let me know when the next seasonal shake comes out. So I'm hoping that we'll get them back on the whole program, because they could truly benefit from the whole program. But hey, if they want to place orders, and they can, do retail orders on your website too. So awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you for your time. What I really want you to do is just keep that 90-day game plan focus in your mind and have that attitude of, I'm going to overcome any obstacle, any roadblock that gets in my way so that I get the medal. Because I want you guys all to get the medal, okay? All right. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.